Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to go ahead and start a brand new series here. This is going to be a very short video, just kind of introducing the series, and then we're going to go ahead and do weekly updates throughout the season. What we're going to be doing is a brand new series around Shadow Depths, which is part of the NFT Battle Miners project. I did a full video on this during season 1 where I kind of gave you the gameplay review, walked you through the details as far as how to play, and really gave you hopefully a good feel for what the game is. I got really into it as the season continued through, and now that we're going into season 2 here in a few days, what I wanted to do is do a similar series with Shadow Depths that I'm doing with Parsec, and also that I have done in the past with Realm. I think it went really well, and I think it really got the community together. Essentially, what I'm going to do is basically, as I'm progressing through the game and through the season, I'm going to go ahead and give you updates, give you tips every single week that I put a new episode out there. Really trying to not only just show you some tips and tricks, see if it's a game that you may enjoy and get into, but also we can have a little bit of a competition with it. And we'll talk about that competition here shortly. But I really wanted to talk about the season 2 and the game first, and then we'll get to the competition where you have a chance to win wax. So keep an eye out for that, or stick around for the video, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But to start out with the game itself, if you're not familiar with the game and didn't see my past video on this, Shadow Depths is a part of an NFT Battle Miners. It's really kind of an expansion onto it. It is free to play, but it also has the Battle Pass option that you can go ahead and stack onto it to get the better prizes. In addition to that portion of it where you get the prizes just from progressing through the game, they also have a leaderboard. And if you can compete well enough in the leaderboard, and you don't need to be in the top 10 to actually get some rewards out of it, you can be in the top 100, 200 to get something out of it. All you have to do is go ahead and progress through the game, and then really kind of gain the tokens within the game as you're playing, and it'll take you up higher in the leaderboard, and you have a chance to go ahead and win wax at the end of the season, depending on where you place in the leaderboard. And that's, you can compete with that also in the free-to-play version. So this is probably one of the better games that I've seen on Wax in the years that I've been on Wax, from a free-to-play perspective and the potential rewards that you get with it. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial professional. Please make sure you're doing research. I'm just saying, it's a free-to-play. You can go ahead and test out. But then again, they have the Battle Pass version for those of you that want to take the next step a little bit higher. Me personally, I'm doing the Battle Pass side of it. The rewards are just too good, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But before we get to that, let's talk about Season 2. Season 2 dates that are coming up here in the near future. If at the time I'm recording this, it is October 2nd. So the first 2 items on this have already been completed. They did the pre-sale of the season passes. There was 100 of them available, and it sold out. It actually sold out within like a few seconds. There's a lot of people that weren't able to get it, that wanted to get to it. And then the day after, on the 30th, I apologize, 30th, they did the regular sale, which has sold 78 passes so far, considering they're about $35 a pop. It's not bad, 78. They do have Infinity, so you can go ahead and get them at any time during the season if you decide to, and you'll get the past rewards that you've already earned. There are some benefits that do go along with it, and you can check the Discord for all the details. And I think they may have them in here also. Yes, you can go ahead and check out all of the details. A lot of them are really to give you a head start in the game. In fact, last season I grabbed one of these battle passes probably about 3 or 4 days into the season, and I didn't get as many rewards as far as just the past grants, these benefits here. I got all the rewards on the prize side. But this portion of it just really gives you a head start for those first few days of the game where you can really get moving, and then the prizes come into it. Then, as of the time of recording, this hasn't happened, but probably by the time you're watching this, on October 3rd, they did a pilot sale, pilot pack sale, I should say. So that happened, but the date that I really wanted to focus on here was the actual start of Season 2. They are estimating between October 5th and the 12th, which will be my Friday or early next week, really depending on how everything goes. They're going to go ahead and announce everything in the Discord, so I always encourage you, if you're into a game, regularly check their Discords. So this Season 2 is coming up here shortly. Once it kicks off, I'm going to go ahead and do an update, just kind of showing you what may or may not have changed, because I have the details of what's in the Discord, but I obviously have not been in the game yet itself. So if something major's changed, I'll go ahead and highlight that, and also gives you some tips on what I focus on early on in the season, just try and progress as quickly as possible and go along the prize line and also get high in the leaderboards as quickly as possible, because it's really one of those things that you have to compete pretty quickly early on in order to get some of the higher ranking and get as far as possible. So as I always say, at the beginning of the season is the perfect time to start a new game, especially a free-to-play game, to see if you like it and test it out and get some of the rewards. Speaking of the rewards, they did give a sneak peek here of the rewards for Season 2. And what you're going to notice, if you look at this is basically all through the levels. It goes all the way to level 175. The top is the free-to-play rewards of each line. You'll see next to the standard on each line is the free-to-play. And then the bottom is the Battle Pass rewards. Obviously, there are a lot more Battle Pass rewards because it's an extra fee. But you can see that from a free-to-play perspective, you're getting some NFTs, you're getting a lot of rewards, especially as you start getting down in this range. You actually have the chance of going and getting land and things like that, and a bunch of packs, a bunch of NFTs, just from the free-to-play side, which is awesome. You don't see that often. But then if you go the Battle Pass route, you got some really good prizes throughout the process and throughout the season, depending on how well you do throughout the season. Lots of NFTs that they're giving away, lots of packs. Definitely something that, if it's right for you, you may want to check out. As I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and do the Battle Pass and going to try and compete as much as possible with this. But the rewards themselves, from a free-to-play perspective, are very, very similar to Season 1. From the from Battle Pass perspective, I almost think they're a little bit better, but I won't know until I actually jump in and see some of these closer up. Like once you get down to here to the last phase of the game, there's some really good rewards in there that are definitely worth checking out if it's a game that you enjoy. So I wanted to highlight that. Now let's go ahead and talk about, along with the series that I'm doing, I'm also going to do a little competition for my community. If you're in my community, you probably have already seen this announcement in the Discord. If you're not in my community, but you want to be involved in this, go ahead and I'll have a link in the description down below to both my referral link and also my community itself. You can go ahead and jump in the Discord. You may have some issues with the double bot. I need to keep that in there. I know a lot of people have complained about the double bot thing that you have to go through. Double check bot, I guess it's called. It has to be in there just because all the giveaways. We can't have a whole bunch of multi-accounts in the Discord. It just causes a problem with the giveaways. So if you go over there, what I'm doing is a little competition for everybody that's in my group, everybody that is in my referrals. And when I'm talking about referrals, I'm talking about if you go into the game, go to profile, and I'm talking about here, the referrals, who referred you. Basically, if at the end of the season, the highest ranked person on my referral list on the leaderboard within the game is going to get 100 wax. I'm not included in that. So if I end up winning and I'm the highest rank, whoever comes in second will get that 100 wax. So someone will automatically get 100 wax out of this. Anyone else that is my referral that beats me at the end of the season, as far as the leaderboard goes, will also get 25 wax. So if you're number one and you beat me, so you're number one overall and you're also higher than me on the leaderboard, you're going to go ahead and get 125 wax. So I know it's not the most amount of wax that ever is in a competition, but it's something fun. It's also bragging rights. We'll go ahead and see how everybody likes it. Maybe continue these in future seasons. The reason I'm kind of stressing the referral, trying to be fully 100% transparent. This is not a sponsored competition within the community. This is really just a fun thing. So all the prize money comes out of my pocket. So any of the referrals, anything that I get through the referrals, helps pay those prizes. So that's why you need to be referred to me in the system as to be able to be eligible for this competition. So please understand that. If you're not already playing Shadow Depths, there will be a link down in the description for the game, or you can go over to the Discord. This is the link to go ahead and sign up, and then you're automatically one of my referred players. If you're already in the game, but you don't have someone in your referral, for example, if you go to your profile, I showed you how to do that a second ago, and it doesn't have anyone listed as who brought you into NBM, you can go ahead and put my Wax wallet in there, which is I've stated a number of times, but it's ulufu.wam. You can go ahead and put it in there. If you are with someone else, if someone else referred you, do not change it. I do not want to take any referrals from anyone else. So please understand that. If anyone referred you to the game, do not change it. Okay. I apologize for the stressing. Don't want to take anything from anyone. But if you're coming new to the game, that's where we want to focus on. New players, use this link. You will automatically be put into the competition itself. All right, so that's the competition. All the rules are over in the Discord. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. But what I really want to do is focus more on the game. This competition is just a fun thing we're going to do on the side. Again, trying to get the community, really trying to compete with each other, have some fun with it, bragging rights, all that fun stuff. But again, if you are at all interested in it, even testing it out, as I always say, the beginning of the season is the best time to start a new game, especially free to play. You can go ahead and test it out, see if it is right for you. Again, you can get the battle pass in the middle of the season and get all the rewards. For example, jumping back to this little thing, if you're all the way here on 82 and you've only been getting the free to play rewards and you decide, hey, battle pass is right for me, you can go ahead in and you'll get all the past rewards. So just be aware of that. So you can go ahead and test it out well in advance of actually buying anything. So that's it. Again, I'm going to be going ahead and kicking off the weekly update, progress, tips, tricks, all that fun stuff here shortly, probably at some point early to mid next week, depending on when the season 2 is actually released. Keep an eye on the Discord for exact dates. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.